All right, welcome back to another Play and Explain. Um, yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. We got 2K now, we got 3 1Ks, and yeah, that's about all there is. Um, I want to let you guys know I've made a Discord channel, so link will be in the description below to join. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna perfectly run it. Um, yeah, but it's gonna be a banger time. I'm excited. You guys, I just want to have an enjoyable, good time, can talk to you guys. I'm so bad at this, but I can talk to you guys, and you guys can show me hands. I'll be pretty active in it. I mean, especially early on. I imagine I'll be pretty active because I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, when this goes live, you can just join, and then I'll approve you like quickly. I'm just like, I don't know. I was told to like do some approving method. So if you can't see all the channels the second you join, don't panic. But yeah, um, here we're just gonna mainly flat. Okay, and on this board, it's a pretty good board for him because it's a lot of lower flushes. I mean, obviously the flush equalizes things, but a small size makes sense because, for example, a hand like this that I have is going to be pretty bad at defending. And I'm trying to think, like, you have to pick your... So the same case kind of goes for him as well. But I think I'm going to check this one. Because this one doesn't really want to get just randomly bluff raised. Because I have, on an 8, that's not a spade. I have a pretty decent hand. But I could be wrong. I'm kind of guessing in this line. I should be thinking probably harder. And now I think I have an okay bluff. I wonder on the river, though, is this going to want to bluff? Because if you bet this on the turn, you want it to be a river bluff. On a spade. Going to call here? Could 4-bet. Honestly, on this number, maybe it is. I rolled a 67. What, does this guy make videos now? Alright, we're just going to check this river. Just be aces with a spade or something. I called. Could have raised. Okay, we have a pretty great hand here. It might be probably the nut raise, because we block King Jack of clubs. We block Jack 10 of clubs. And we obviously have like a very strong draw. The ace is weird because on an ace, like obviously if he has aces, we're kind of cooked. Yeah. So here I like just B75 at a very high frequency, and since I don't have but the ace of spades you don't mind checking a little more often. It's probably like the main ace you're gonna want to check, but with the 10 of clubs, if it's like ace of spades, 10 of clubs, I would check a little more often. Um, so yeah, gonna be flatting here and likely folding versus the range bet that's incoming. Okay, here, I don't mind small size. King of hearts, probably okay for betting on the flop. We'll go with the small size. I think it's like a clear ace-x can value bet board. Pretty disconnected. And I'm going to be calling here. Okay, so now almost all his bluffs get there on the turn. But I still think we want to check. Maybe this is a fold now. Because this is pretty much the bottom of the flop calling range, right? So don't think we need to call that now too often. I will say I don't love his size. I think it wants to be an overbet. Here with the 3. Do you want to call more because you have the 3? I imagine you do. Might be loose. I mean, it's weird because it's like he's betting so small on a board that like I'm in position. I want to continue a lot, so I mean, I have to have a really good reason to fold it. Now on the turn, we're gonna raise it on a 90. We'll go big because it's pretty much just 2 pair plus. I think he's like betting small here with like a 9 sometimes. So, this board you want to play checkbacks. Obviously, like the ace of like hopping high hearts means that. That being said, I'm gonna bet it. No clubs. We could jam it. Trying to think if it's a jam. On a 94 does this? I'm blanking on the position, so I'm not going to. Yeah, he just has a 9. Kind of wailed out there. The thing is, in practice, I'm thinking like he has a 9 too often for me to jam, but then I'm thinking like my main size does want to be a jam, but yeah, it's one of those maybe like it's just not worth bluffing enough. It is what it is, though. I just my brain was screaming give up because he's just gonna snap a 9 and he has a 9 too often, so it feels like it's not profitable to bluff. But I know I'm gonna have value in that line, so it's like I'm not raising a 9 on the turn. I'm raising 5-3 6s. I guess like you could say, but I'm not gonna bluff 6-4. Like I'm not gonna bluff pairs. So here you're gonna call. I think on the turn here, he does want to bluff a lot of diamonds, right? Because he's unblocking these floats from hands like that, like the backdoor suited hands. So I don't think the queen of diamonds is good here. You're gonna block hands like queen jack of diamonds. I think I'm gonna fold it here. Because it's like queen 10 of clubs at the same time. Like, yeah, you wouldn't block king queen suited, but yeah, we're just gonna give it the fold. I think also we lose the ace jack on a queen. I'd rather call 10-9 there. Okay. I think we're gonna check pretty often here. And here with no good suits, I think I'm gonna mainly fold. So far we're getting cooked. We're kind of checking range here on the flop, and you want to play 2 streets, so I'm mainly going to be overbetting here with our value. I mean, if he checks back a set, nice hand. But he's going to have a lot of, like, I'm thinking for our value protection, he's going to have a lot of 4s, 6s, and 8s, and we can get value from that with an overbet, so I think that's going to be the main idea here. And we're going to shove, even though this, like, never works. I mean, it's weird because we have the nut bluff, right? Like, this is the bluff. But then at the same time, does it actually make money if I leave a solver brain? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I actually want to? I probably just want to check range on this card or close to it, right? So we're just gonna check and lose. Maybe he just has ace queen and we could have bluffed it. I think, but I don't think that's happening in practice. So then, I mean, it could be. All right, here we want to call sometimes. 68. I'll fold it. So right now I'm getting cooked. No one believes me. I think I kind of overdid it on this spot. I expected it to be overfolded. Made a mistake. Or not a mistake. I think it's okay though, but like obviously you probably want equity, I think. Probably. My thought process was I'm folding a better queen X. And the line might be overfolded, but yeah. Both my bluffs today might be a bit yap. Like one of them could have been avoided by just folding flop. But yeah, on the 9, it's kind of his card. So you want to make sure you don't really bluff. I think he should be almost like, yeah, it's weird though. 2x pot. You need enough bluffs for how much value you have. You don't really expect a 9 to fold though. Or maybe he just has too much 9x to properly bluff it. I think that's the issue when you study a little. Well, I'm kind of a little rusty. This is my first. I took like a 2-day break. I was at my girlfriend's house. It's my first like couple minutes back. But recently I've been kind of punting, so I think I've been going away from my intuition, more thinking like okay, well I need bluffs here at X, Y, and Z, but I think sometimes when you just think a little logically, like maybe bluffing is just not profitable in this spot. You know, like I was doing, what I do sometimes. But I think on video, I'm a little more against it, so we're gonna review some of these spots, some of these punts. We're gonna see if they're punts. Because think about it, I'm going 2x pot there, and if he just has so many snaps in his range, it's like feels like it just can't be profitable. But then at the same time, it's like, why would he call me then if I don't bluff it? So yeah, and it's like one of those spots where people don't give you credit because you have so many potential bluffs. Even though I know I have to give up a lot, I'm just thinking like the 3 and the jack specifically. This like I block nothing. Maybe you're better with like your bottom 2 pair under your 9x. All right, gonna call. Yeah, hopefully you guys can flame me in the comments for my punts. I know this is a pure fold. Without a diamond, we're just gonna fold. But yeah, it feels like I've been giga going against what my intuition thinks recently. King Deuce, not really 3-betting, so I'm just gonna call here. And burst to 2x, mainly just calling this. I think we're mainly raising here. And we're gonna raise big when we raise. It's gonna be 100% pot, so pot's gonna be, what, 7? So it's gonna be like 8.2. Checking a good amount, but I think this can bet. Maybe it's half pot. You're gonna go half pot, you're gonna fold. Is this too thin now? On an 80? There's just so many. I'm gonna check. The queen's a good card for him. And I'll probably just jam if he bets and lose the king queen. Blocking here, I can't see how it makes less money. And here, oh, the issue is it's like. It wasn't too thin on turn, but like, I don't know. Oh, I turned off my time bank. Oops, I don't know how this works. I don't mind check. I was thinking, is block make more money? But... So he leads into me? This is so odd. I mean, it's probably a call. Even though it's like, what does he have? Actually, what does he have? I don't know. I don't know what he has. Would reopen there for that size, so I'm just gonna hold it. Because he needs a good amount of bluffs there. 25% bluffs or something, and I don't know if you can really get to that. Fuck that guy. Your line sucks. I hate it. It's also, I think when people are doing that, they like subconsciously feel like they're punting. So then like when they get raised, they're like, oh, I'm punting. I'm not gonna punt anymore. Maybe it's wrong. It's one of those reads that I would never like commit to, but like I think like, you know what? I'm gonna lead one side or the other, maybe. It makes some sense. Because I know that's how I feel. Sometimes. I just get a little like stupid and sometimes just randomly tilt the other way. Shout out to you guys if you relate. You like feel some voice in your ear being like, you're a nit. The psychology of poker is definitely completely different than the game. Oh, I'm trying to get my thing to focus more. Oh. Come on, just focus. Alright, you guys are gonna have to deal with the blurry screen for a bit. I'm not, yeah, if I stop the recording, you guys won't see my punts, so. I don't know if that's worth it. Oh, he got one. Oh my god, he got outs. I'll go B3. I'm sure this one could check as well. Honestly, probably check is fine as well. I'm not very studied in the spot on the connected. I know the higher texture is better than the big. I'll check now. I mean, it almost feels like you have a free value bet. But then again, you probably get it on the river, actually. Guess I don't. I think I check and bluff catch. But I don't think anyone bluffs this card, so. Yeah, it's like 9s or something. 8s in a dime. Yeah, so betting turn might have been 7. Ooh! Okay, maybe we can get back. I think this board gets raised a lot, so I'm just gonna go small. And also, you know what? I think like also some of my videos did Ryan not enough justice because he had some crazy lines and people were not flaming him, but the lines were pretty crazy, right? Call me with ace high. So I'm gonna show myself punting into Ryan. I would feel like a disservice, you know what I mean? All right, on a 75, we open deuces. This is mostly a fold, but I've been folding so many pairs, I kind of just got tilt. I feel like jamming this. Like, this is just such a shit spot. Whatever, let's just B75, call it a day. And this isn't an open. Actually, I don't even know. I remember this one's a puzzle. I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, well, that's a pretty enjoyable river. We could check, but like, does anyone bluff this? He's not gonna bluff a jack. Does he call a 10? I mean, he has a lot of missed draws. There's a lot of draws here. But like, does he expect me to fold the draws? I mean, it's a weird spot. Oh, it looks like I checked. The time bank check's not a good look. Could raise here sometimes, not going to. When he closes, it's very easy for him to... Yeah, call again here. I don't think we can fold. Could be an exploit, but not versus this guy. Not versus Ryan. No, Jack, right? Oh, okay, never mind. I mean, I had a feeling that there's so many draws there that bricked. And if he has a draw, he could have the thought process, well, I gotta get him off the other draw. You know, like, I think Queen 9, you could argue, should have been a jam. I'm gonna fold here. I don't believe you. I mean, I believe you. Sorry. It's almost like weird. And like nowadays, let me know what you guys think. Like, I think like when I'm facing a river bet, I'm just like, I don't believe you're bluffing here. I think like backwards. Like traditional poker is supposed to be like, Oh, I believe y'all fold. Whereas I just think opposite. Like, I don't believe what you're trying to pull. Because I feel like I think about it in the other way. Like, you're trying to get someone to call you. But I guess it just depends on the spot. I would say traditionally, though, I guess it is. Not believing someone would mean you call them. Honestly, though, for how cooked I'm playing, I'm not that cooked, if you get what I'm saying. My time bank's taking a hit, though. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this might just be more pure entertainment than it is educational content. Do not think this is my best showing. But, and my camera has been terrible. But it's some authentic, I think that's what people appreciate, the authenticity. I don't know if this is an open. Shoutouts to, that's pretty much my catchphrase when I play these videos. And I think I focus on preflop more than everyone else. Or not everyone else. That's just such a blatant lie. But I haven't, I feel like I used to know it so well. My past self would think I'm the worst player ever. I don't mind the idea of sizing up here when you bet, and with the queen of spades, we'll check this one. And he bets small. And I raise. Dude, I hit ace-5, bro. Like, go away. Not sure if you're done. Not sure if how done you are. Alright, I know what to bet. I know this is a 3-bet versus 2.5. So, we're 3-betting it versus 2. On an 88. On an 88, okay? Basically, it's King X versus EP, and it becomes Queen X suited because it's too good. And this, I think, is going to be a good like us. Damn. I would have hit, too. What a great jam. What are we jamming here? I mean, obviously it's okay to play jams, but I just don't get it. You must have just had jacks. Thought there was no way I'm folding. Or queen 10. I really, or just like the lower flush draw. But like, what's the appeal of jamming lower flush draw? Like, you're just like, because the ace isn't a club, it's just so like, maybe you just have, like, I guess in practice you're like, okay, you're never B75ing ace queen of clubs. Fair enough. Maybe I'm not. I think I like big bet here because you want to play a good amount of a checking range. I think queen 4 is like such a good candidate to bet though. I just think it makes more than betting than checking. I mean, in some lines you might just make more from checking in general. With your weaker hands, just because people don't reopen enough, and they reopen only when they're strong. So you're like, okay, I get to find out when they're weak for free, and I don't have to risk bluffing into a strong range. And it's important to be attentive to spots like that because, yeah, I'm getting cooked. I'm gonna be real. I'm getting cooked. But so join the Discord and send me some love because I need it. There'll probably be a part 2 to this video because I'm probably just gonna record in the next 30 minutes, and I've been trying to fix my camera for the last like 2 centuries. I think it's just the. I like the idea of sizing up here, but I mean, actually, you do get like worse 9x to call a lot. I think that's one thing to focus on. Is like when you have these like random blocker type hands, you don't know what to do. I mean, he's gonna call hands like 9-7, 10-9. I mean, he might raise them, but it's like is what it is. And now, bam, 10-9, you're done, bud. Feed bets, are we jamming? I think I checked too fast on the turn. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think about it. I don't know this guy. Can't do it. I mean, everything got there. Let's just get out of the way. I mean, it's a great bet fold. You would never call, obviously, a raise with this, but mainly raising her to 11 bigs. You want to play, I've said this before. I mean, we're deeper with him, so I don't know, but you want to play a pretty polar 3-betting strategy, but it becomes more mergy from these positions because you just make so much more money from the 3-bet. Because this guy's in such a rough spot. I think I could even size smaller. His range is going to consist of a lot of suited ace-x and weaker pocket pairs, which I don't even need to go to B33 to make them hate their life. I could probably bet 2 cents and a Diet Coke. Okay, to watch that hand later? I don't know what we're talking about. But he's probably gonna watch the hand. I'm a pretty big deal. Okay. Oh, my camera's fixed. Okay, we're recording 25 minutes. I'm trying to think. Betting turn here. Probably good. If I get raised, just drop ego and fold. Actually, maybe not. I like to check a lot of monoboards at a very high frequency. I mean, the idea is like you're gonna get called by not like worse 8x here when you bet. So honestly, that might be the worst turn in the deck. I mean, I don't know what I beat now. Like Jack 9, Jack 10 bones. I think turning my hand into a bluff is a little psychotic here. I think you won a niner. But you know, I'm kind of known for spiking. Okay, so Queen 10 doesn't exist. I'm the only one who has it. If it checked to me, I think it's all in, right? Oh, this guy's a little too deep. He ain't checking it though. I think B75 is better. It's better odds. I mean, the jam is kind of okay, but it's easy to have a lot of bluffs. If this guy jams, if this guy jams, it's a weird spot because it's like I don't believe you, right? But then this guy's a 1K reg. Like, would he ever think for a second that I would believe him? So why would he jam as a bluff? You know, that's why poker. It's so weird. I mean, you just can't know, which is why I recommend understanding theory to a degree. I mean, otherwise you're just gonna always like your takeaways from that session are gonna be, oh, I shouldn't have called him there. But like, what? Is that actually learning? That's not learning. You know, learning what one guy does in one spot that you're barely gonna play against again. I mean, you're gonna end up the amount of hours you would need to learn that way, and then like the memory you would need. It's just not happening. You know, I mean, it's one thing for guys you play versus every day, but dang. Okay, so we're down still. I think I got him out. Honestly, I'm kind of cooking though. King of clubs, and the thing is, king of clubs with king queen is better because like, okay, it's gonna call hands like king 9 suited. Um, I don't know. It's weird from the spot because I don't know what exactly, but basically the idea is when you have the worst king X though, like I don't want him to float king X. I want to get out of there with his king X. Unblocking all these like random check raise bluffs that I'd rather not have to deal with the check raise from. So I'd rather want a 6 or a 5. I think is the idea here. We'll take showdown actually now. Because for example, if he has a hand like 5-7, well, if I check turn, I can make I might beat it on the river. Like let's see, just have 5-7. I hate this guy. I hate him. You got a 5-4? What is that? I knew I should have played it. God, I gotta improve. Alright, I'm gonna probably record for 5 more minutes because I'm having fun. I think that's also when you can have fun playing poker, you should try and have fun. That's a big tip. Verse 2.2, verse 2.5, this is a snap toss, but verse 2.2, you know, we'll call. So I'm a little degenerate. Gonna call here at the heart. This is like almost so hard. It's almost so hard to have misses here. You could actually lead this, but I think with the worst nine, I mean with like if we had the ace of hearts, I'd prefer it. But and I think we just check call. I think our hand makes more money as a call. Snap check. Get shit on. Sorry, there's a little built up resentment there. Some insecurity shining through. I'm trying to fix this. But yeah, anyway, you guys should join the Discord. I had some jokes there. Basically, the only rules are don't be a dick if you got into the end of the video, and we're gonna study some hands here in a sec in the Discord. And being a dick is up to what I think being a dick is. So, and I'm a fantasy football commissioner, so I'm pretty objective. But at the end of the day, it's my call. You know, it's not some like we're not the U.S. government here or the Canadian. I don't know why this camera sucks. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the. Actually, we'll watch this hand because I know he wants to see it. This is crazy. The queen's dead. You guys are rigged too. It's a crazy jam. Oh, I just impulsively flatted. I guess we'll finish this hand as well. 8-7, here's the not opening. 9-8 is. I actually looked at that recently. Okay, this is one of those spots where you're literally going to play... The line you're going to take is, I have pocket fours. And you're just going to hope that you also are going to bluff this spot aggressively because you have pocket fours. That's the whole line. You don't need to do something... On a 100. But I would say in your guys' pool, I recommend like honestly probably over bluffing that spot. It's pretty undercalled. Because people just... If you're playing like 100 NL or something. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.